in the list of scheduled caste in the states of Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Tripura and Sikkim. Sir, we all know that in Article 341 of the Constitution, there is this provision for the list of scheduled caste. And this has been mentioned that this in 1950, the first order was issued for the scheduled caste by the President of India. Since then, 6 presidential orders have been issued, and these orders have been amended from time to time. That is, the list has been changed. But the Constitution enjoins that we must bring it to the Parliament. Only Parliament by law may change the list. Now, the process of including new caste is a time-tested process. It's not that the minister alone does anything. The state government sends the proposal, then the Ministry of SC, ST or Social Empowerment sends it to the National Commission of Scheduled Castes and Tribes, of which Mr. Punia is the chairman. Then it goes to the Registrar General of India. After approval from both sides, it comes to the Parliament. Now this whole list has gone through the whole process, so nobody can have objection to this. Here in Parliament, there is no point in demanding inclusion of any new caste in the list of scheduled caste, because the minister, even if she wants, cannot include any caste without going through the whole rigmarole. The important thing is, what has been debated here is that water. No,
please, let him
the other side.
Let him speak.
I'll come to the other side. With Kumari Selja, I can't be too attacked. But the main thing to mention here is the question of reservation. Why is it included? Why is it important for caste to be included in the list? Then they get the benefit of reservation, which is given according to Article 16(4) of the Constitution. Now this whole process of reservation for scheduled castes, including them in list, has a long history. Gandhiji devoted his whole life for the temple entry of untouchables. Our Constitution eliminated untouchability from the country. The main drafting was done by Dr. Ambedkar, a great champion of scheduled caste, and then for the first time reservation was included. At present, reservation is there in the case of election to assemblies, parliaments, and with Rajiv Gandhi's initiative, it was included for election to municipalities and panchayats. So the whole gamut of reservation in the political field is there. In the field of government service, both the state governments and the central government have reservation according to the population proportion of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in any place. There is no problem regarding that. Now the question recently has come up, in which there was a lot of hullabaloo in the Parliament, is with regard to reservation in promotions. Because you would know that in the case of N. Nagaraj versus Union of India, the Supreme Court held that the constitution amendments made to enable the state to provide reservation in promotion are constitutionally valid. However, the states have to collect quantifiable data showing backwardness of the class and inadequacy of representation of that class in public employment, keeping in mind maintenance of efficiency as indicated in Article 335. Now, this has posed the main problem, this Supreme Court judgment. Again, Supreme Court in the matter of Rajesh Kumar versus Uttar Pradesh Power Corporation struck down the provision of reservation in the employment of service in the state of Uttar Pradesh because the aforesaid requirements were not complied with. This was brought in Parliament and around August 2012, Parliament was brought to a standstill for several days, demanding that this be amended. All-party meeting was called and an amendment has been passed in the Rajya Sabha. It is awaiting passing in Lok Sabha. I hope that the minister would take the initiative in passing the amendment so that there is no confusion about reservation in promotion of scheduled caste people. We strongly demand that. Another demand has been made here before the minister and you, sir. That is about reservation in appointment in the private sector. Now, when our present speaker was Minister for Empowerment, she had raised it several times with the FICCI and the other chambers of commerce. But our business community as a whole, they are blocking this question of reservation in appointment in private sector jobs. I think that the government should take a stronger line and enforce this reservation in appointment in private sector, because we are trying to undo the wrongs of thousands of years. People who have been oppressed, people who have not got proper opportunities, they have to be given this opportunity.
Please in
Sir,
brief.
I may, sir, in 2
Please in
minutes
brief.
I'll finish.
Please
Two
in
more
brief.
points I have. One is, I bring to the notice of the Honourable Minister, sir, through you, that there are 3 benefits that are being enjoyed by the scheduled castes. One is reservation in employment. Second is reservation in educational institutions. We should be more careful to see that all this reservation in educational institutions is properly implemented. The third is in every state. Now, people are being given scholarship. Students are being scholarship, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe students. Now, there is a lot of difficulty being faced by students in getting the scholarship. This matter should be sorted out. There is delay in disbursement of scholarship. Then every state has a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe development corporation which gives loans. Again, in getting loans, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe people are being impeded. This should be brought into a national conference, can be called, to expedite the work of giving loans to the scheduled caste people. And lastly, sir, the main issue is issuance of scheduled caste certificates. In many states, the issuance of scheduled caste certificate is a long drawn out process in which bribes have to be paid. People take up to 1 year. In West Bengal, we have been able to streamline the process, and we are giving scheduled caste certificates within 3 months. And last year, 9 lakh scheduled caste, scheduled tribe certificates were issued in West Bengal. I would like other states to follow the lead given by West Bengal in issuing scheduled caste, scheduled tribe certificates quickly. Lastly, I want to say, sir, that this reservation to scheduled caste is fulfillment of the dream of Gandhiji, who wanted Ram Rajya equality for all. Sir, last point, I am finishing. And those who question this forget that even in an advanced country like USA, they have what is known as affirmative action. Now, reservation is a kind of affirmative action. And I had read a speech by Condoleezza Rice, who was the Minister of State, Secretary of State in USA. She said that I could only progress in life because in college I was a recipient of affirmative action. Now, this affirmative action is necessary to lift the limitation on access. Reservation is affirmative action taken by the state to remove the persistent and continuing effects of past discrimination on particular segments of society, to lift the limitation on access to equal opportunities, grant opportunity for full participation in the governance of the society, overcome substantial underrepresentation. With this, I think the minister has taken a step for advancing the scheduled caste. I fully support that.
Thank you.